My name is Jim Shusterich. You can follow me on Twitter, 651BigJim. You can find me on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube as well, Jim Shusterich. Follow the channel. Honestly, like, I was just getting fucked up, you know? Had a little problem with drugs, and I started making shit. My lyrics weren't really there, like, I didn't really have the flow, but I thought I was a lot better than I was. I finally got some help for what I was going through, my addiction, and I got out of treatment, and I realized that music was just way more than, like, trying to get girls, trying to make myself look like the man. It was more of like meditation for me. I get in the lab, I get in the studio, and you know, I write some stuff down, get on the mic, and everything else goes away. So basically, like, music to me is just a big release, and it's like the only thing I have where I just don't have to think about anything else. It's really more of just, you know, getting out of myself, and that's basically all there is to my music. I mean, there's a lot of things. My music's pretty in-depth, but for the most part, I think it benefits me more than anyone else. So.
This is for the city that I hail from.
The achievements that I feel are the biggest are just like recognition by people that once thought I wasn't, you know, going to keep making music or wasn't going to become something. The songs I put out this past summer, like 7 or 8 songs, have all gotten, you know, each one of them has gotten some recognition on the internet, whether it's a blog, you know, people liking it on Facebook, good number of likes, not just like a couple likes, people telling me personally, like sending me messages saying like, you know, man, I really can't believe like what you've done with this music, like how far you came since you first started out. And that's really like the reason that I want to keep doing this, is because I've proven to everybody else and myself that like there's way more inside of me than I even thought there was. I have an ability to tell my story, you know, in a way that's creative, a way that flows, and it's not just basically something you'll listen to one time. At least I don't think so. And you know, that's what people have told me.
Wake up every morning trying to find the top. You think that
I'm not going to tell you anything that you want to hear, probably, you know. I get up every morning at 6:30, 6:45, go to work for 10 hours, work 6 days a week, don't really have that much time off. You know, I don't wake up and roll blunts and have a girl on each side and I'm all hungover. Basically, what it is for me right now, a day in the life, is just that constant grind, you know. Like, I don't have much time to do my music. Like, I have time at night to do music, and I have one day off a week where I try to get shit done. My boy Adam is always promoting my shit when I'm at work. That helps out a lot because I don't have much time right now, and I'm basically just trying to put in the hours I need to get where I want to be, with stability and whatnot. But the day in the life for me right now is not really anything close to like a superstar, you know, a hip-hop mogul. You know, one day I want to get there, but right now I'm trying to make it there, basically.
this gift I was given, this life I am living, the pain is
Honestly, in the future, where I would like to see myself is at a point where, you know, I can inspire kids to do what I did, basically, you know, and make a name for themselves starting from nothing, and come up in the world of music when they thought no one was behind them, or they thought they were never going to make any music. Like, I grew up, you know, playing the piano and singing in a choir at a private school. When I started making music, the first couple months, or when I showed my family, like, they were like, you need to stop this, you know, you're gonna embarrass our family, or hip-hop's not for you, or you're white, you're not black. And it really doesn't matter, like, what color you are, where you come from, what your background is. Like, if you got a story to tell and you got stuff that people can relate to, like, that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter if you come from a family where, you know, you had a couple brothers and sisters and no one liked hip-hop, or you were made to feel like the outcast. We're seeing that people from all nationalities and all backgrounds are doing something that they love in music, and all it really takes is you to believe in yourself and people to believe in you. Like, there was a long time where I didn't believe in myself at all. Like, I was just making shit, almost embarrassed to put it out because I didn't feel like people were gonna like what I had to say or like my sound. And now it's not even about that, you know. You get a couple people backing you, be solid with yourself and get an understanding with yourself, And that's all it takes. People are always going to not like certain things you say or do just because you're putting yourself out there in the first place and you're doing things that other people aren't, you know. Maybe some kids that don't like my music or, you know, have something not good to say about it, that don't even know me as a person, don't like my music or the things I have to say on the track because maybe they want to do something with hip-hop or they want to do something with music but don't have the drive to, or, you know, are going through what I used to go through and just not feeling comfortable with themselves. Basically, it all just comes down to me, and where I want to see myself is inspiring people, being true to myself, not blowing up and becoming mainstream and completely diverting from what I started out doing, but more so just being comfortable in life, comfortable with myself, and still continuing to put out music that people want to listen to and can relate to. Shout out to One League, Common Apparel, Risen Clothing, especially Davey at Music Daily, and you know, College of Music. Basically everyone that just helped me get to where I'm at and put me on, whether it's the clothing companies, like I said, or just people that are listening to my music and reposting it on the internet. So that's one of the biggest things. And yeah, I'm glad I was able to talk to you guys.
Coming through the mini app, find him downtown playing on a stage, headlining at the Orpheum or maybe at the rave. And the funny thing is he got laughed off stage at the first show he did. Maybe it was his age, maybe it was the rage in his eyes when the opposition talked about him. They didn't know him, but still they had that caustic problem. He hit his bottom maybe a couple nights before and had no clue about his life or really what's in store. Always satisfied with being something less, even those new relationships that ended in a mess. Not to mention all the girls he would give their ass the world and they'd still shit on him, minus the diamond pearls. That's about the time he got it on his own. He signed that piece of paper and he's never coming home, cause I'd rather be alone than to give into the fake shit. My mama screaming let the dream go, but it's so close that I can taste it.